All right, what's going on, everybody? Decided to do a live stream on my way to work. You know, everybody asks for these live streams, so I'm giving y'all what y'all asked for. I'm gonna try to do maybe one a day, before I go to work or something like that. But I just want to thank everybody. Real talk. Once again, thanks for the donations to the channel. Appreciate that. Like I told y'all, every donation, every super chat go towards this channel and going to the fights and shit. It's looking like I'm gonna be at Pacquiao Adrian Broner if it's in Las Vegas. But look, the reason I'm doing this live stream is like Eddie Hearn. See, this is the thing about Eddie Hearn. When you lie so much, you tell the truth, and you not even knowing that you telling the truth when you so used to lying. Because Eddie Hearn is addicted to lying. But he exposed something which I knew a long time ago. I want y'all to go back. I want y'all to go back and look at my interview with Steven Espinosa. I told you guys this. And I knew this all along. And he pretty much admitted what I knew all along. Like I said, a lot of these bullshit ass YouTube channels try to feed you bullshit. But I told you this was what's going on. I told you this. Eddie Hearn said out of his own mouth, basically, if Wilder wants to fight Joshua, it has to be on DAZN. And he basically said anybody that wants to fight Canelo, that it has to be on DAZN. Anybody wants to fight. See, what he trying to do is get all these championship fighters. He trying to get all these belts. And basically, he could try to lure all these dudes to DAZN. And the funny part about it is he not making them sign like one fight deals. He trying to make them sign deals with DAZN. Now, here's the thing where I like to expose all these other bullshit YouTube channels. The fake ones, the coon channels, the sub chaser channels, because here's the thing. Eddie Hearn said basically, and this came out of his own mouth, go to Fight Hype. He said basically if you want to fight fighter A or fighter B that's signed to DAZN, you have to be signed to DAZN. So isn't that sort of like Strong Gorman? Isn't that a form of monopolizing? You know what Al Heyman was accused of doing by so many YouTube channels, and particularly the white ones. So let me get this straight. Eddie Hearn is the savior, but Al Heyman is bad for boxing. But Al Heyman was giving you free fights. Eddie Hearn tried to minimize it by saying, hey, what's the use of paying $85? Well, that's true too. What's the use of paying $85 when you could just pay $10 a month? But who the fuck want to pay $10 a month for something they not going to use like on a regular basis? I'd rather pay the $85 and get the shit out the way. Because guess what? I'm going to accumulate the $85 in basically one day at work. No, I don't make $85 a day in doing work. I'll make way more than that. But that's the point that I'm trying to make. So let me get this straight. When people accuse Al Heyman of trying to monopolize boxing, it was horrible for boxing. But now this DAZN shit is good. Real talk. He say he trying to get rid of U.S. pay-per-view. Y'all got to catch the words that come out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. I do. I pay close attention to what people say. And then at the same time, he helping me expose these other fraudulent YouTube channels, which once again proved that they support Eddie Hearn because he's white, and they was hating on Al Heyman because of his skin color. That's all it come down to. And they get mad at guys like me who expose that shit because they don't want me to talk about it. Because it quote unquote makes them feel, I don't give a fuck if you don't feel comfortable. You can call me a race baiter, you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. But fact is fact. Eddie Hearn is truly trying to monopolize boxing with DAZN. Real talk. Yeah. AKA, you right, but I'm just exposing you right on point. But I'm just exposing what people were saying when PBC first was formed. Now all of a sudden, this is the greatest thing that they've seen, and it's not. Eddie Hearn is trying to super flex. That's a pimp move. That's trying to monopolize. So now all of a sudden, Eddie Hearn, who's trying to monopolize boxing, is the savior. He's Negan from The Walking Dead. But Al Heyman is a disease to boxing. He's horrible, and Al Heyman was giving you free fights. Whether you pay for the zone, it's still pay-per-view because you paying to view the programming. It's the same. It ain't no different from having Netflix. You got to pay for that shit. It's pay-per-view. If you can't turn on the TV and just watch whatever programming you watch, then it's called, you know what I'm saying? It's called pay-per-view. These people, like I said, I'm waiting for somebody to explain to me what's the difference between what Eddie Hearn is doing than what Al Heyman was doing. And here's the thing. Al Heyman never said, this never came out of Al Heyman or PBC's mouth, that you have to be a PBC fighter to fight PBC fighters. Eddie Hearn is strictly said out his own mouth. See, Eddie Hearn, what his stupid ass don't know, Eddie Hearn is setting himself up to be sued. That's an antitrust sue. That's a monopolization sue. Eddie Hearn just set himself up because he basically said, if you ain't on DAZN, you're not fighting any DAZN fighters. That's a strong arm tactic. Peep game, y'all. This is what I'll try to tell y'all. I know this boxing shit. Eddie Hearn told on himself while he's sitting up here bumping his gums. He should have never said that you have to be a DAZN fighter to fight DAZN fighters. No, he should have said we're open to fight anybody. And he also admitted that Wild Joshua will never take place if it isn't on DAZN. Eddie Hearn told on himself. I'm just the dude that's bringing it out. And a lot of people gonna be mad when they hear live stream. They gonna talk shit. They gonna make once again, they're turning this. It's not a good thing because Eddie Hearn is further crossing distance in boxing. We still further off from getting the fights that we want to see. The zone is not helping. It's hurting. I want y'all to go to Fight Hype. I want y'all to go to Fight Hype. Listen to that interview. Eddie Hearn said out of his own fucking mouth, if you are not signed to the zone, you're not going to fight a fighter that's signed to the zone. He said it himself. I love exposing these type of motherfuckers. So he told on, and if I was Al Heyman, I would save that recording. So when they try to make these fights and shit, now Eddie Hearn in the zone is going in. Now I'm gonna make a prediction. Eddie Hearn in the zone is gonna end up in court because now people can file a lawsuit against them. Come on, y'all. Like I say. But he finally admitted. He finally admitted what I've been telling y'all all along, that they was never gonna make Wilder versus Joshua unless Wilder was signed to the zone. I mean, this is like I said, and I was like listening to the interview, and I listened to it close. I listened to everything Eddie Hearn was saying while he was sitting up there beating his chest. You know what I'm saying? Calling himself flexing. At the same time, he was telling on himself also. And I loved every minute of it. I loved every minute of the fact that Eddie Hearn outed himself and outed the whole purpose of the zone, which was to try to monopolize boxing by trying to sign all the top American fighters and strictly just put them on that DAZN app and basically try to cheat the fans out of good fights. right, let me get rid of this dude right quick. Let me get rid of you. Ain't nobody shook about nothing, but dude, I don't got time for people talking stupid, so I'm finna block your ass. Now that clown is gone, I'm just speaking. I'm just speaking facts. I don't got time for you clowns coming on here talking that shit. I'm giving motherfuckers the monkey wrench myself. So now you're gone. Okay, get the fuck out of here. Don't come back. We ain't got time for that. We finna have a real discussion, y'all. But for real, I'm telling y'all, man. For real, I keep it 100. Like I said, I can't wait to see Eddie Hearn again. I can't wait to see him because I'm gonna make him admit that he basically trying to strong arm people into signing with the zone. Look, I'm gonna tell you guys who I'm planning on getting. I have to get Steven Espinosa. Y'all already know Steven Espinosa will talk to me, but I'm gonna have to be very firm with Steven Espinosa. I'm gonna have to say, look, Steven, y'all gonna have to sign Wilder to a long-term deal. And I think Eddie Hearn sitting up there talking about, well, he expects Wilder Fury not to do no more than 250,000. I guarantee you Wilder Fury is gonna do way better than that. I guarantee you. But y'all gotta listen closely. Don't get mad at me. That came out of Eddie Hearn's mouth. He told y'all there ain't gonna be no Wilder Fury. There ain't gonna be no Wilder Joshua fight unless it's on the zone. So like I said, don't get mad at me. Go watch Fight Hype. He was talking about, oh, we gonna sign Alvarez. We gonna get all these. So basically, he trying to get all the belt holders. Yeah, Phantom. I know. I know. That's what I'm talking about. Well, you gotta understand when Eddie Hearn has those press conferences. What's up? Y'all gotta understand when Eddie Hearn has those press conferences, he's very careful who he invites to those press conferences. Now, he already know Fight Hype ain't gonna ask him the questions that I would ask him. So that's why he was sitting up there feeling comfortable. See, if Blue Blood, I don't know if Blue Blood was there, but he know I would ask him that question. I can't. Phantom, listen up, man. He can't call security with me asking him a simple question like, dude, he admitted, he told on himself. He told on himself. That was, if that wasn't a confession, I don't know what it was. He said straight up. He said it ain't gonna be no Wilder. He said straight out of his own fucking mouth, it's not gonna be a Wilder fight unless he signed to the zone. So how is that not trying to monopolize boxing? And like I said, all these fraud channels, all these motherfuckers is exposed because they hated Al Heyman, saying that he was trying to monopolize and all this type of shit when he wasn't. Al Heyman never said we wouldn't work with Golden Boy, we wouldn't work with Top Rank, or none of those, or Matchbox. I mean, Matchroom, whatever the fuck it's called. They the ones that didn't want to work with Al Heyman. Okay. They didn't want to work with Al Heyman. Oscar De La Hoya, Bob Arum. They the ones that wasn't working with Al Heyman. But Eddie Hearn said out of his own mouth, he's not working with anybody that's not signed to the zone. Which he basically said, hey, you're going to have to pay me to watch my fighters fight. We're not working with any outside promotional companies. So therefore, that's what you call a monopoly, where you try to scoop up everybody. Eddie Hearn in the zone is practicing a real life actual monopoly. So like I said, if I was Al Heyman, if I was Bob Arum, I would save that shit. I would interview and I would use it in court. Because like I said, Eddie Hearn, stupid ass, just got himself in trouble. Nah, it's all good. It's all good. I don't care about Canelo getting that money. If that's, hey, good for him. But he basically said, hey, Chalo, if you want to fight Canelo, you got to come to the zone. And you got to fight on a fucking app. No, he does. He don't need Eddie Hearn. They need Wilder more than Wilder needs them. He's gonna do fine. If he is successful, if he knocks out Tyson Fury, let's just say this fight does 500,000 pay-per-views. Okay, and then that'll make him win this 2-0. Probably like 8 to win possible. Wilder don't need AJ. And if I was AJ, I would be sitting up there mad as fuck. You instantly got moved to number 2 when they signed Canelo. So basically, right to your black face that Canelo is a priority, you moved to number 2. Canelo got 3.5 times more than what Anthony Joshua allegedly got. And Anthony Joshua had been signed to Matchroom. Well, it all makes sense now since y'all said that Eddie Hearn is see that's what I was trying to tell you guys. I don't want to be a lackey for a promotional company. I don't want to get too attached or too close to these promotional companies or too close to these fighters, because then that's where the conflict interest comes. But see, that's what I'm saying. Eddie Hearn is basically paying for media. Basically saying, come to my press conference, just don't ask me no questions. That's all the shit is coming down to. No, if Eddie Hearn offered me money to push a narrative, no, I wouldn't do it, because that would compromise me. One thing I've done is try not to get too close to none of these people in this boxing shit. I want to stay neutral. That's why I had to shut the door on this whole Terrence Crawford versus Errol Spence thing, because I didn't want it to make it look like I was strictly rooting for one or the other. So that's why I decided to distance myself from the whole Errol Spence Bud Crawford thing. So no, I wouldn't do it if Eddie Hearn offered me money. One thing I don't ever want it to come to, I don't want people to say, oh, you work for so-and-so. Oh, you do Eddie Hearn. Now, Fight Hype have that label on them. Fight Hype do Eddie Hearn's bidding. So now when you hear stories from Fight Hype, you have to question them, because it's been proven that, hey, they on Eddie Hearn's payroll. Eddie Hearn know better than to contact me, which, by the way, I'm going to tell you guys something. Eddie Hearn be sending his cronies to come on my channel under ghost accounts and shit. But that's fine. I'm glad Eddie Hearn is paying attention to me. And Fight Hype is going to continue to lose their credibility. Yeah. Yeah, I can see you. Well, AKA, it's like this. Yes, Canelo signed for... See, here's another thing. One report say Canelo signed for 10 fights, then another report say he signed for 11. Probably what it is 10 fights straight up, and then an option for 11 fight. So that's probably what it is. But the question is, name 10 credible opponents that Canelo can fight. And I want everybody with their eyes closed to think of 10 credible opponents that Canelo can fight, though. Real talk. Because you can't. Most of these fights are going to be against nobodies. Well, Phantom, I'm going to tell you something. All my subs are real, but you can buy subs if you want to. But Fight Hype is on Eddie Hearn's payroll because he invites them to everything. All you got to do is listen to how Fight Hype conducts themselves. They don't ask people, Ben Thompson and them don't ask people tough questions. That's why they that's why they fuck with Floyd tough. You know what I'm saying? Floyd fuck with, man, look, let's keep it thorough. Floyd be letting Ben Thompson them travel with him. You know what I'm saying? Because Ben Thompson them, their integrity is for sale. Yeah, because they do whatever Floyd say. Look, hey Phantom, I'm a Floyd fan, but I ain't no fucking liar. Yeah, they do, man. They travel with Floyd. I didn't see Ben Thompson bragging. Yeah, I'm on the plane with Floyd. Fight Hype is not going to ask people tough questions, especially if people doing favors for them. So I'm an honest motherfucker. I'm not stupid. For what? Oh, I'm good. So I wouldn't travel with Floyd? No. For what? Nah, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I mean, that's cool, but what I'm saying is, I'm just talking about, like I said, I'm just talking about the fuckery and shit. But I'm laughing at the fact that Eddie Hearn think he's slick. All right, Phantom, cool, man. It's good. Nah, for real, I wouldn't be on Floyd Mayweather's payroll. Yeah, of course, UFC need boxing. Why you think Khabib talking about he want to fight Floyd? Khabib already know if he get a fight with Floyd, he like fuck that Khabib is like fuck that $2 million. Khabib is like, yeah, I'll fight Floyd for $50 million. Why wouldn't you? And you already know that it's going you already know that it's gonna have a record-breaking gate. It's gonna do 3 to 4 million pay-per-views. So yeah. But yeah, man. Nah, I wouldn't travel with Floyd. I wouldn't. I have quite a few of these. I have a few boxers' personal phone numbers. Hey, what's up? I got a few of these boxers' phone numbers and shit, but I don't call them and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, I don't want to get that too deep in dealing with these boxers. Because like I said, y'all got to understand, these boxers they really have the mentality of a superstar. They be thinking when they give you access, you got to do whatever they tell you to do. And a lot of times you don't be on their payroll and shit. But then they think they doing you a favor by, oh man, I'm letting you come see me practicing and training and all that type of shit. So trust me, I know. I found out, you know what I'm saying? I found out the hard way that sometimes these boxers, they get, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's true too. Some of them look at people as groupies, but then at the same time, they want us to say nothing but good things about them too at the same time. But if you say something bad about them, or something that they seem to look at as bad, then all of a sudden, oh man, why you say that about me? They texting you, hey man, Could you why you say that, man? Like, dude, the fuck you talking about? Cause some of these dudes don't keep it a buck though. They get mad at you when you say something about them and shit, but then at the same time, when you try to talk to them, then they act like they don't have no time for you and shit. But then, like I say, they want to talk to certain other media outlets. If you listen to the video I put out like yesterday, I was talking about that. If you listen to the video called Black Fighters versus Black Media, I broke that down. Because some of these fighters be contradicting themselves. And they come across as hypocrites. You can't have it both ways. You can't try to shit on certain people in the media, but then at the same time, you want them to kiss your ass too and praise you. But then when they try to approach you, then all of a sudden you act like you can't talk to them. And that happens a lot in boxing. A lot of these dudes try to have it both ways. Yeah, exactly. Hey, man, what's up, bro? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They try to have it both ways. They try to talk shit about certain media outlets, like I said, just like Kenny Porter was trying to call himself. Now, Kenny Porter, I'm sorry. He was trying to diss black media. He was. Because all those other media outlets kiss his ass. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for us, we wouldn't know. I mean, the public wouldn't know who most of these dudes is. Oh, I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. None. All you gotta do, bro. All you gotta do. I tell you something. The quickest way to see how popular somebody is you do the mall test. The mall is like the perfect outlet to see how popular you are. You walk there just in plain clothes, just walk through the mall, and you see how many people approach you. See, people know who Andre Ward is. But I get, because Andre Ward then made his rounds. People see him, even though a few years ago, Andre Ward could have got away with that. But now, everybody know who Andre Ward is. Bud is getting towards that level. Errol Spence is getting towards that level. If Sean Porter walked through your basic random mall, nobody would know who the fuck he was. I guarantee it. He could walk in. You would have to be a hardcore boxing fan to know who Sean Porter is. You see Floyd, you gonna know Floyd. You see Canelo, you gonna know Canelo. And Wilder is getting towards that realm also. But at the same time, even if you didn't know Wilder was a boxer, you probably thought he was an NBA player because he's 6'7". But if you look at him closer, you're gonna say, oh, okay, that's that boxing dude. After December the 1st, win or lose, Deontay Wilder is gonna be a household name. Yeah, exactly. That's real talk. Yeah, I know Ward is huge in the UK. After December the 1st, a lot of people gonna know that name, Deontay Wilder. Mark my fucking words. That's the only. Hey, that's the funny part. Sean Porter is from that area. I bet he just walked through the hallway without carrying that belt. Now people go, if they see him with the belt, then they gonna probably look at his look on Wikipedia or whatever the case may be and see who he is. But I guarantee you, if he just had on a regular Cleveland Browns jersey, ain't nobody gonna know who the fuck the dude is, man. I'm just keeping it 100. Yeah, I heard about that, bro. I heard Wilder is real popular out there. See? Well, there you go. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like I said, everybody, like I said, everybody, motherfuckers sitting up here, like a lot of these clowns on here, thinking that they got some moral victory or something over the LDBC because of this deal with Canelo, which I'm trying to figure out, how is this some moral victory when you basically expose yourself for the hypocrites that you are by sitting up, bigging up Eddie Hearn for basically trying to monopolize boxing, but you guys were hell bent on criticizing Al Heyman. All you did to me is just show me what I knew you was anyway, was a bunch of racists and white supremacists. So thank you very much. Like I said, it's another victory for the LDBC based off this deal. Another victory for me. Yeah, AKA, that's all you got to do. I tell everybody, do the mall test to see how popular you really is. Like I said, these motherfuckers ain't boxing fans. They Eddie Hearn supporters. You know what I'm saying? That's all it come down to. Now what's gonna happen is Eddie Hearn, he exposed the whole purpose of the zone, which was to try to monopolize boxing